The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello everybody, welcome back to The Library, the show where we talk about Call of Duty, and of course today we're going to be getting into Call of Duty 2, the game where, you know, Captain Price goes through, delivers the relic to General Shepard. It's a really interesting game. It's a fascinating story, so of course we're going to be going through that. But before we get through all of that, of course there is the acknowledgement of the server, the Patreon, all of that, how you can support us. If you want to join a community, that is discord.gg/JumperScape. If you want to support us directly, that's patreon.com/JumperScape. It's really helpful. Keeps the show running. Keeps James's show running.
Help me.
Help. 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 What is that from? What are you referencing? That sounds
The word help?
No, like
I think it's just. Isn't it just a meme?
I wasn't really referencing anything.
You sounded just like something that I know I've seen
Why
before.
you, now that you mention it,
help me.
Oh wait,
Don't leave me here.
no, it wasn't that. But
that's how Price says it when he's getting dragged away to get the mark of shame.
Right.
oh my God, you're right. No, he's so right. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
We should know that we're a Call
I
of Duty
failed
podcast.
We straight up just played it last night too.
In the opening cutscene, Captain Price, he failed the military-industrial complex, and for this heresy, he was to receive the mark of shame. And Task Force 141 was disavowed because of this.
Basically, yeah. I mean, it's really. I mean, I thought it was kind of a convoluted plot, but I mean, you relate to him on a really deep level for some reason.
I do.
I don't understand why.
I just think that his story is it's a human story. You know, it gets you at your core.
Yeah, his story really carries Call of Duty 2.
Dude, in Call of Duty 2, probably one of the most messed up parts in that game was probably the part where you're just going through one of the desert cities. This dude goes up, opens the door. On the other side of that door was an MG42.
No,
that's
Homeboy got lit up like Swiss cheese.
That wasn't. You don't have to make light of that. You know that I actually cried the first time I played that mission.
Oh no,
Dude, it was brutal. I mean, they killed him off in the first couple missions.
It's a very, very emotional game and a very emotional franchise.
You guys ever play Call of Duty 2 on Veteran?
No.
It is a nightmare.
The grenade spam is that of Call of Duty World at
especially
War.
especially since like they stick to you.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Well, when I was going through Call of Duty playing on Veteran, I made sure to collect all the skulls.
Right.
I really enjoyed Spetsnaz birthday party.
Oh yeah. the Spetsnaz grunts, the soldiers.
The grunts.
Yes.
That's what we mean. The grunt, like, you know,
because
cannon
there's
fodder.
a ton of them. Like they upped the AI in that by a lot, which makes sense since the game was, especially when it was what was it? It got remastered for Xbox Series X, didn't it?
Yes.
And don't get me started
on
on
software.
And don't get me started on the suicide units for Spetsnaz, man. They're just
That was a bit too far. I'm not gonna lie.
It was.
I don't know about that.
No, I know. Like they really.
I don't know how.
I'm impressed
because this game takes place in 2018, something like that.
Somewhere around
Where
there.
did they get plasma grenades?
I have no idea.
That's
DARPA.
crazy.
Because it's a huge leap backwards since like the first game it was actually in the 2500s, but then they jumped back because Price, that was like, it's like a prequel sort of thing. Price actually got like he didn't, because if you remember in Call of Duty 2, yes, he got lit up, but that didn't kill him.
No, that wasn't Price. It was just a random.
It was a random. Oh, I thought that was Price that got lit up. Did I misremember that?
I don't remember.
Not Call of Duty 2.
Oh, okay. Now I'm thinking about something else then. I don't know. Maybe that was Call of Duty Wars. I can't remember. What? Is this because it's a bad game? I know that
Connor just hasn't played Call of Duty Wars. That's
Hey,
why
listen.
he's laughing.
I know it's a little difficult. Everyone looks like little block people sometimes.
It's a strategy game. That's my problem.
Call of Duty Wars 2.
S tier.
What do you mean?
Great.
You don't even play the Wars games.
You don't know what I do.
You don't know what I do.
I just love Call of Duty Wars 2. taking control of Imran Zakayev's forces, calling down as many scarabs as I want.
Wasn't it kind of like an RTS version of COD 4? Like you could even while you're playing, Zakayev even loses his arm.
Well, he was DLC.
You choose your main character and you control their units. You
Yeah.
can control Shadow Company, you can control Spetsnaz and be Zakayev.
Which Shadow Company is it's broken.
Yes.
It's a busted
So
enemy.
overpowered.
Absolutely broken.
Shadow Company
I don't
is so
get it.
overpowered.
But I could have swore you only watched the cutscenes for Wars 2, James.
No, I played it.
Why didn't you invite me? It's a co-op game.
I wanted to experience it on my own.
Wait, when did you do this?
Like 2 days ago.
Really?
Okay. That's intense. I mean, that's fine. Just invite us. Because here's the thing. The reason why is because you really are missing out on the co-op fun. The game was designed for co-op first and foremost.
Okay.
It's fun on single player, but the co-op mode allows you to actually go and do. It's like an RTS version of the COD 4 story where you have to go and you have to go with June and Price when he was younger to assassinate Zakayev.
Oh. Okay, but how does Woods factor into this?
He doesn't. That was Wars 3.
Oh.
That was when they had to go down to the secret labs and pick up the Wunderwaffe and Thunder Gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was.
I forgot the Covenant had those.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't the Covenant. That was after the Flood had set in.
I thought it was the Banished.
Oh.
We need to
Because-
go through and
because
play all the Call of Duty
Flood
content
had
again.
it.
COD
clearly-
Flood, right? That mode.
I
we-
forgot about Flood mode.
We clearly need a refresher on Call of Duty lore.
Yeah, we sorry.
We're
We're trying our best
We're
here.
trying. We figured after so many episodes on this podcast, we'd have our Call of Duty lore down. Sorry,
But dude,
guys.
for real though, actually, the Flood mode is one of the most entertaining things ever. If you actually look at the lore of it, I know it's difficult to encompass the entirety of a franchise lore, but we're trying it out at least one time. The Element 117 is probably one of the most compelling plot narrative devices that I've ever seen. If you actually look into who developed it, when Lord Hood discovered it to begin with, spread it out throughout the military, thinking it was some sort
But-
of enhancement serum.
But it really sucks. I just wish it never was in the game because when General Shepard, when he lands in his Pelican and he shoots Johnson in the chest.
Why'd you have to bring that up right now?
For Element 117.
That's
a touchy subject, Frosted.
that
Tread
is-
carefully.
He
that is
shoots
how Johnson
in
died.
the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then he turns to you, John 11-7, and he kills you.
Literally set on fire. Yeah,
That's the end of John 11-7, otherwise known as Jonathan Roach.
I mean, I wish that they hadn't done it because his character hadn't even been fleshed out yet.
There was so much potential for him.
I understand they needed the element to stop Makarov from getting the index, but I feel like the UNSC would have been a lot more grateful if General Shepard just did this with Task Force 141 instead of trying to take all the glory for himself.
I mean, the good news is that the scene at least leads towards one of my personal favorite scenes, which is when Oni goes up against the rest of the UNSC. Shepard with Oni, Lord Hood with the UNSC, followed up by Captain Price because he was brought back. He was in cryo for a long time, but that was an after credits thing. That
I
you had
forgot.
To find out. Yeah, he's a fun character. I just I could probably go for more Captain Cutter in his place.
But my favorite part about all of this, when Price gets the energy sword.
Oh, to
And
fight Shepard, or
and he throws it to Soap, and it went right through Shepard's whole face.
which was impressive given how big those things are.
Yeah, it did cut off Soap's leg as it was tumbling towards him, but that's why in Call of Duty
Sacrifices
3
have to be made.
they had to bring him to Africa.
Yes. When the Covenant actually shows up
Yes,
and he has to defend Voy.
yes.
Which I can understand why they did that plot convenience because they had to get him there somehow so that he could stop the Prophets.
And this whole time, Special Agent Makarov of Oni is also looking for Price and Soap because they don't know that he's the one who did what happened in New Phoenix. Yeah, they posed
my
as
God.
they posed. That was the biggest twist when we found out that they made sure to only speak Forerunner while they, composed the entire city.
Which is brutal.
It was a great cover up.
It was
on
an
Makarov.
It's great. I loved playing No Forerunner.
Yeah, no. So
I
again, props to them for having the balls to go that far. It's just like you don't see that kind of stuff in gaming these days. Just to having wiping
it leaves
out,
you feeling down.
It does. It does.
But it did set things up pretty well. Whenever we got like in the reboot, it did it a little bit weird. But going back to Call of Duty 2. Because I don't want to go too far off of that. Because there were some things about 2 that were fantastic. I kind of want to jump back onto when Price was getting that mark of shame from folks like Shepard and all of that. Like they were condemning him for his actions, even though his actions were perfectly reasonable. I mean, he did what he could.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, when Price lost the Halo ring, Oni would not let that slide.
No.
Because, if you recall the line, they were all telling him, like, Price, please, we have to save the Halo ring.
Price,
and
please.
they said, and then
It was
and
a
they-
really dumb line.
And then they
Price,
called
please.
in.
It was a really,
they
really
called
dumb
in.
line.
They
Could've
called
been
it.
better writing.
Then the missile launched, and they're like, Price, the silo doors are open, and he's like, good. And then he blew up the Halo
He
ring.
blew up the Halo ring.
Yeah. And actually, and that's something that people don't really talk about a lot is that perfect crossover between COD 1 and COD 2, where in COD 1, Price and his team 141, they have to get into the control room to get the activation index in the shipping container. So when they get that whole thing comes back in 2, because after the ring gets blown up, it's like you did all that work for what? You know what I mean? And so then when Price is actually going and making these terrible decisions, I don't know what his thought process was. I mean, I know that he was trying to do what he could to maintain the honor of 141, because it seemed like in that time they were trying to replace them with Shadow Company the whole time.
Well, the thing is, like, Price he's at his lowest in Call of Duty 2, okay? He got his mark of shame. He's been brandished as prisoner 627 and thrown in High Charities prison. That's a shame. But they know how to get him to redemption. So they make him an arbiter.
Which is sick.
Yes.
It was really sick.
Yes.
I do
best
really like
arbiter.
how they try to sort of blend things together, because like for the most part, yes, there were those missions in COD 1 where you play as Price, but everyone remembers that the majority of the campaign you're playing as Sandman. And so when Sandman comes back in COD 2 to save Price, get him out of those jails,
Yeah.
that's freaking sick. And then you have like these 2 diverging campaigns, one where you're going all gung-ho as Sandman and the rest of the Marines for the UNSC. And then you've got Price with the 141 trying to take down Shadow Company from within. Like it's an interesting dichotomy, but it presents more of the complexities that COD 1 didn't present, with the differences between the Covenant and humans.
Yeah. This whole story is kind of a jumbled mess,
A little bit.
but I do love it. Shane, what was your opinion when you watched what's his name? Oh, Ice Cube. What was his name?
Ice Cube?
Huh?
The rapper?
Yeah, the rapper. Who did he voice?
Are you talking about Bowman?
Yeah, Bowman.
Bowman. Oh
when
my
he got
God.
infected by the flood.
Voiced by Ice Cube.
So,
yeah.
Oh my God. He was, wasn't he? Oh my
he
God.
was.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Really? Did you not know that?
No.
No, really?
Yeah, when you play multiplayer of Halo 2 and you're playing as the Marines, the voiceover guy is Ice Cube.
Part of me, I mean, yes, like they went for a really big shock factor, killing him off. Yeah, I mean, the game took a darker tone, part, like speaking like from a realistic standpoint, I just don't think they could afford to bring Ice Cube back for multiple games. So like we can afford to pay you for half the game.
Well, like then the flood, it turns to woods, and he proclaims that they cannot kill him. And
Boy, was he wrong.
boy,
For real. Boy, is he wrong.
I loved the missions when you played as the Black Ops Oni crew. But
are you talking about the one where you hijack a pelican?
yeah,
Yes. Okay. Yes. No. That's probably my favorite.
it's
mission.
really good. So Mason's there.
You see that pelican? We're gonna take.
And
it.
he's got and like Mason's there, but he also has this really annoying monitor that keeps flying around. Nobody else sees it.
I know.
But he's the only one that can notice that the monitor is there watching.
0421 Reznov's balls. That's
Exactly. I forgot that his name was that.
Yeah,
oh my
I know.
god.
I know. A sense of humor, that guy.
He was ridiculous. Gary Oldman, man.
I mean, if you were the soul of a Soviet World War II sergeant trapped inside of a metal ball, you'd have to make light of your situation.
And it'd be the only thing that I very much could do, to be honest, other than mess with the guys that I'm currently around, which I guess he did do that quite a bit.
Yeah, well, he keeps popping up. They're trying to go through the grunt tunnel, and unfortunately, this is when it's revealed that at Midnight Facility, Mason was brainwashed.
Which is one of the most intense plot twists.
Was it by Oni? Was he brainwashed by Oni?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
They wanted to brainwash him to kill President of the UAG, John F. Kennedy.
Which didn't go very well.
No. Someone else did it. I don't know.
Although
someone else did it.
It is implied that it might have been.
It is heavily implied it worked. The brainwashing.
Yeah,
worked.
it is heavily implied.
So
implied.
basically, I don't know what Call of Duty 2 is trying to say, but I guess Oni killed JFK.
Yeah, which
See, that's pretty on brand.
we really
for them.
are we really
That-
surprised?
That's on brand. They can make anybody disappear.
At first, it was kind of shocking when it came out, but then it just kind of went away.
Yeah, you just kind of accept. Yeah, this is the game. This is how it went.
Now, I don't mean to dog on these games as gameplay, but I'm not gonna lie. One of Call of Duty Halo 2's lowest quality points when
Call
it
of
comes
Duty?
to yeah, that's the full title. Everyone just calls it Call of Duty 2 or Halo 2. You called it Halo 2 earlier.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, whoopsie.
Yeah, it's
My mistake.
It's really dumb actually. It's like Call of Duty : Halo 2. I'm guessing it's because like the first game was Call of Duty Halo.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
Theft Auto 5.
Or else could you stab a nun in the face with a number 2 pencil?
You rated J.O.
You saying that, I'm like,
Jesus only.
that like, oh my god, that like completely flooded my brain. I'm like, oh my god, this is a perfect opportunity to give everyone a mental flashbang.
We have to watch that later.
We have to. It has to
It's
happen.
a classic.
Gears of Halo Theft Auto 5.
But what I'm
Salvation Army Edition.
what I'm talking about is
You're going to have to watch Jurassic Park 3.
what I'm talking about in the second game
Terrible.
is
That was Spider-Man 3.
how
The other, they did that too.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
what I'm talking about in the second game.
Yeah, we're ahead of ourselves.
What I'm talking about in the second game is how utterly annoying it is that they made the Juggernauts. Like they're big, they're somehow super fast. They can take you out on legendary difficulty in like 2 hits with their brute shots.
Oh,
so
don't get me started on when they start berserking either.
No, like how do you even do that when you're that big and
they're
burly?
so
Call of
tanky
Duty-
and so fast.
Call of Duty Halo 1.
Uh-huh.
I liked their Juggernauts a lot better. They always came in pairs. They had the spikes in their back.
Oh no, I'm not talking about those. Those are,
I know. I'm saying then in Halo,
Their version
in Call of Duty 2,
Halo- yes.
they split off the Juggernauts. They had the Speed Juggernaut.
okay.
The big hairy guys.
Yeah. Okay, I get what you mean now.
It's really a shame. And, watching the Juggernauts just betray the coolest of people I've ever seen.
You just love Price that much.
James
huh?
is emotional.
Yeah.
I mean, Price
Price's
got betrayed.
brethrens.
Like Price got betrayed hard by Shepard and his men. Like,
Yeah, Shepard was like, I need all my juggernauts here. You guys are going to now wear the fancy hats.
Yeah, he's like, for the sacred DSM has been found. With it, like that speech is one of the dumbest things. Although it always says for the sacred butt plug has been found every single time.
With DSM in hand, we will obliterate Op4.
Call of Duty Halo dubs, look it up. It's so good.
It's so good.
It's a good
I would
watch.
recommend.
The remastered graphics for the cutscenes, you can see like every pore.
They're gorgeous.
You can see every pore in Price's face.
Every hair on his beautiful
It's
mustache.
so good.
Some poor 3D rendering artist.
I thought the decision to have half of Soap's jaw be missing was kind of weird.
I don't know. It kind of looks.
It made him iconic, in my opinion.
That's a good point.
It's like when you think of his
A little
character.
unsettling.
Yeah, but like you think of his character, that's exactly what you
I mean, the
think
dumb
of.
part to me is that the thing that happened to him with the flood happens off screen. So like you don't know why he's missing half his jaw.
Yeah.
Unless you look into
and
it.
also, like, okay, so he's missing half his jaw. How does he talk?
Well, we don't really talk about that.
Like-
Neither does he.
Like, imagine saying epiphany with a mouth like that.
Yeah, we overlooked that. Yeah, we overlooked that decision.
You just kind of got to work with it. But then again, like most of the time, it's like their speech impediment, being British. It's impressive that they can say anything that we understand.
We're sorry for our British viewers. We apologize to our audience across the pond. That was a little. That was Austin.
I'm sorry.
Just to make sure,
I do not associate with this.
me, James, and Connor have nothing to do with what he just said. I proclaim my innocence.
Listen, man, I'm kidding. I think that the 141 is one of the coolest video game teams that exist, and part of that is because they're SAS. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Spartan Assault Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Of course.
of course. That's all it stands for.
I really felt bad for Ghost.
What about him?
In Call of Duty Reach, when Ghost he's on the gun, and he just gets stabbed.
Yeah, but who stabbed him? Because I don't remember who actually stabbed him.
I think-
we don't really know for sure. I think it looked like Al-Assad.
Because that's the thing, like that faction, that's your specialty. I remember that
The
whoever that faction
factions are all broken up in this point.
was.
Other than
yeah.
Price, Ghost is probably my favorite character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As everyone in the Discord knows by my beautiful profile picture in Discord and Xbox. He's my favorite character.
Yeah, Ghost was a cool guy, and he doesn't afraid of anything.
He doesn't afraid of anything.
Oh, Ghost with the skull on his helmet, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one. Yeah,
That
that one.
It was really a shame that he had to go like that, but I think it really served the story. That's how Soap got away.
It set up the following games.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it is a shame that Soap and the Buds, they got out.
Soap in the buds.
That's
But-
really soap in the suds.
Oh my god!
Absolutely terrible.
But that left Sergeant Griggs as the lone wolf on Call of Duty Reach.
And that went.
And he didn't last
perfectly-
very long.
Without Griggs and
perfectly
Ghost,
fine.
though, we wouldn't have got the story of Price, though.
That's
It just set up something greater.
did.
Their sacrifice was worth it.
I'm just saying they did Gaz dirty. His shields should have gotten back up, but he got shot in the head.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. Like they were inside the nuclear blast radius enough that the radiation fried the shields.
Okay, when
When the nuke went
when
off. and-
When the nuke went off.
Yeah, when
yes.
Al-Assad knocked.
Yes.
yeah. Well, actually, we found out.
Al-Assad.
Yeah, we found out it was actually Makarov and his best friend Yuri. Okay, the most notorious of Oni spooky guys.
And he's just like, the war starts now. Then he just fries an entire planet like it's nothing.
It was pretty cool.
I mean, it was cool, but geez, dude.
Interplanetary terrorism, kind of based.
Okay, insurrectionist. I see how it is.
Oh, no. I mean, Oni kind of does the same thing.
They don't fry planets.
This was
though.
Oni.
Okay, that's. Was it though? 'Cause
Yeah.
I thought it was just insurrectionists acting on their own.
No.
Like they were in on it.
Yeah, they were in on it.
Oh wait, right, Shepard and his men.
No, Shepard lost 30,000 men in that explosion.
In the blink of an eye, don't forget.
I somehow forgot all about that. Legit.
He lost 30,000 men in the blink of an eye on Reach.
And the galaxy just fucking watched.
You know what? Oh my god! I cannot tell you when I first watched that cutscene, because like I'm like, oh, Infinity Ward doesn't have the balls to drop an F-bomb in the game.
Oh, sure they do.
Yeah,
And they did.
yeah. No, it's just like it just sucked because like we went from World at War to and then it's just like a game like World at War, and then it the next COD was just so it felt more action hero-y and like not as gritty. And then towards the end, like the only F-bomb, I was sitting there with my dad.
Oh no.
Yeah, and I'm like, just like I told like the game was rated M. I'm like, it's really not that bad, I promise. I'm like, like the whole game. He's like, yeah, it's fine. And then in that mission, Shepard gets an energy sword in his eye. Yeah. And before that, there was an F-bomb, and I'm like, it came at the end at least. Like the whole game, it was pretty much fine. And then till that very moment, he just kind of shoots me a dirty look.
At least you finished the game.
Yeah.
So what's he gonna do?
Yeah. I mean, I was scared he was gonna make me sell it or return it. That was my big fear.
I remember when I was playing Medal of Honor on the GameCube, and my mom watched me play it, and she saw me shooting a bunch of low poly Germans, and she made me take it back.
Medal of Honor?
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
She should have been proud.
I did use that defense. I was like, they're Nazis, Mom.
They're Nazis. Come on.
You should be proud of me.
At a measly 16 bits. come on.
Okay, the GameCube wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that bad, but still, it's just of all games to pull the plug on.
Yeah.
It's just kind of wild.
Yeah, I mean, a year later, I was playing Call of Duty 4, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Call of Duty 4. Oh my god. Yeah.
Y'all want to talk about favorite missions? I'll start.
Sure, go ahead.
My favorite mission included Richtofen, Dempsey, Master Chief himself, and Kelly. They were in Kino der Toten.
Oh, you played Flood mode a lot.
Yeah,
I also
played a lot of
He
Flood
played a
mode.
lot of Flood mode.
We're not even talking like this isn't even like real. Would you call it real lore? Is it actually a real story that's going on with the
Yes,
Flood mode?
yes,
Really?
Yes,
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Because the thing is that like is that like Treyarch?
So there's this guy. He's called the Gravemind.
James watched a
Okay.
several-hour-long video.
He's called the
on-
Gravemind, and he's at constant war with this guy named Monty.
Okay.
Okay, they come from the past. You could call them primordials, even.
Ooh.
And so our heroes, Richtofen, Dempsey, Kelly,
Yeah,
It was
and
Kelly and Chief.
Master
Kelly and
Chief.
Chief.
Yep.
Yeah.
The base four
they're
characters.
stuck in a time loop essentially. And what we find out is the time loop is actually Richtofen's fault.
Oh, what a great guy.
Yes, he's constantly trying to fix it, and the more he's trying to fix it, the more he's fucking it up. And really, he knows the truth. He knows that they have to die, but he won't tell them that. So at the end, Master Chief, he's given the book. He's given the, it's called the Chronorium. He's given the book.
Oh, we got that from the library.
Yes, he got that from the library on Alpha Halo.
Yeah. Right.
In the famous zombies map, Library of the Dead.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name. Apologies.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
Once Nikolai gets the Chronorium, he discovers the truth. So he poisons all of them in the woods.
Dang. Okay. Imagine
So
yourself in a frozen
cycle,
forest.
The cycle is broken. That's the rundown. That's the
If you
short
guys
version.
have
There's also
Flood
this guy
mode
named
lore
Peter.
videos, ask James.
Apparently.
Peter.
Yeah, the guy hanging from the roof of
He's
Shino Halo.
Peter
That one. yes, I remember. Yeah, Shino Halo was. I remember the first time me and James played Shino Halo. He was at my house, and the maggots on the ground made him throw up.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're maggots. We know now that they were flood spores.
They were flood spores, yes, but it was.
But
gross
I had
enough.
a upset tummy at Shane's house. You know that that child urge of you have upset tummy, I see a thing and I throw up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not
what
really just a
happened.
childhood thing.
I
That's
think
kind
that's
of
just now.
your stomach hurts. You see something gross. It makes you want to yak. That's just how it goes.
It
But
was
yeah.
weird. Those low poly like maggots like in blood.
Blood spores.
Flood spores, my mistake. Were for some reason enough
They sent
to
James over
gross
the
me.
edge.
Like I like smelled it.
Ew.
Like I couldn't, but like my
I
brain
don't
like
think my room smelled that
no,
bad.
my brain just got like so creative with like looking at it that I was like,
the,
Like, grossed me out.
The atmosphere of the map didn't help either. It was one of the scarier maps.
I think running around the one map collecting all the fuel rod bows. I think that was pretty fun.
I forgot about that.
oh, the elemental fuel rods.
Yeah.
They were so cool.
Yeah, the what was there? Ground, air, and what was the last one? Water. Yeah.
Water. Oh, don't forget there was the electric one.
Oh, yeah.
The plasma one.
Was there water? Was there a water?
Yeah, there's water.
Yeah.
Yes, the steam powered one.
The steam powered one. That's funny.
Industrial Revolution, baby.
But my favorite zombies map, Shadows of Reach, was really good.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sick.
No, that-
yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
So we played as those like civilians. There was the magician. There was the what was his name? The guy who did underground fights and stuff. He was cool.
There was
it was Lord Hood.
Oh,
okay.
It was before he was Lord Hood. It was Ron Perlman, same guy.
Yeah,
So,
like a nickname sort of thing.
yeah, Jeff Goldblum was there.
Just as himself.
Yeah.
Like he just played. I think he only plays himself whenever he's in anything.
as he should.
Yeah, I just didn't like the boss fight with the flood, like the pure form.
Well, the Flood makes so many appearances across the entirety of the franchise. It's not surprising that it makes its way into both timelines.
Well, it's just frustrating because I was so tired of getting the stupid plasma pistol in the mystery box. I know when you upgrade it, it revives your teammates and it does like double damage or whatever, and the charge effect makes a portal.
I don't want to get, dude. My box luck when I was playing Call of Duty Ark at War. I was playing Ark at War with James and Connor.
Laughable.
Oh my god, we were playing Flood Survival, and my god, my box luck was absolutely terrible. It was just like we were trying to high round, and they were getting this great guns. They have maybe 1-2 downs each. I may be going on 7 or 8, and I keep getting like the crappy sniper rifle and maybe just a really really shitty version of the spanker. And I couldn't do anything. They just kept laughing at me the entire time.
It's tough to happen on that map because it's not like you can get perks to save you. There's no overshield soda.
No, it is the first Flood Survival map.
There's no overshield soda. There's no damage boost root beer.
There's no speed boost.
Well,
what is it?
Oh, speed cola.
Is it just speed cola? Because
Yeah.
because the announcer says speed boost, even though
Yeah, but that's just it's called speed cola.
okay.
Didn't you hear the jingle?
No, I don't listen to the jingles. I'm usually getting chased by Flood. I'm just moving.
When you hear the damage boost root beers jingle, you know damage boost root beer.
That's how it goes. That's exactly how that goes, huh?
Cowboys can't shoot. Not a lot of damage.
I don't think that's how that goes.
Map really made me mad.
Uh,
Oh God, what was it called? Kino Dare High Charity.
Kino Der Charity.
That map was a maze.
But I loved being in the Covenant Theater.
Well, that's the thing. That's why
cool.
that's why Call of Duty 2 is so sick, because for over half of it, you're basically in High Charity.
yeah, so you should have learned it. Did you not play the campaign, Connor?
Once.
Wow.
I'm not surprised at all. At all.
But it's what okay. I'll give you this. The crawling flood forms that like spew out the gas, they're really annoying.
Oh, very annoying.
But
Don't forget about the ones that can teleport too.
you have the wonderful fizz machine right there in the training spot.
The
Wonderful
Gobble
infusions.
Fizz machine.
Yes.
The infusions.
Yes. That's where you get it. You can have so many options in there. You have aimbot soda. Okay.
Aimbot soda. Let's not.
You got what's the one with the webs?
Widows.
So I just want to. we're almost out of time on the show.
No.
I'm sorry. It's just, I know that this is one of our favorites, and it's our favorite for a reason, especially you, James. Like you've talked about this endlessly. The endless. Gosh, I don't want to see Price go up against the endless, dude. I'm tired of hearing about them already.
We never got to talk about Mob of the Library, where George himself is walking around with a big old flashlight just whacking you. We never got to talk about that.
Well, no, of course not, because it's I don't know. I don't like seeing that they brought back George after everything that they did.
They're both named George. Wow. God damn. Really?
Yeah, it's George. Romero. Yeah, George Romero, spelled Jorge.
Huh. And then Big George.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But I do actually want to sort of wrap off with the end of Halo, Call of Duty Halo 2. Because probably one of my favorite parts about that whole thing is help.
I said we need to wrap it up. We have something good, but we got to wrap it up.
I just can't stand the cliffhanger ending where Captain Price, he finds Roach and he finds Soap, and they're on Delta Halo, okay. But meanwhile, Woods, he is like on High Charity, and he leaves Cortana. I can't think of who to make Cortana.
We need to wrap this up. We need to wrap it up.
Gosh, you're right, James. That sucks. Hey, guys, thank you so much for listening today. Join us next week when we talk about Call of Duty 3. Personally, one of my personal favorites.
That one's with the famished, right?
Yeah, with the... Thank you so much for listening. See you next week. Bye. Happy April Fools.
This man said the famished.
Fight the famished.
Finish the famished. Oh my god.
The Halo universe is filled with wonder, mystery, and fascinating discoveries around every corner. With so much to explore, four friends decided it was about time that they booted up their consoles and discussed this universe that has grabbed their attention since childhood. JumperScape Audio kindly welcomes you to join them in the library.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the library. We're on our community segment now. And did you guys have fun on Tuesday?
Oh my god, yeah.
That was a blast.
It was great.
We're not done.
No,
We're not.
we're not done.
Do you want mild, medium, or hot?
Mild.
They're ordering food for later.
We're getting curry.
Okay. I'm thinking of the tip.
$3.
Guys, we're about to start the quiz show. Could you just figure out a number real quick?
$18, please.
Okay.
$4.50.
Okay.
All right. That's fine.
Okay.
I was just saying, I have a job. I can pay you for the food,
I was
James.
thinking of how much the tip was going to be.
Okay, oh my gosh,
portion.
the sound, the noise.
Oh my
it's
god,
here.
you guys hear that?
No.
Connor just
Oh no, the walls. You made Connor revert to his primal state.
Okay. Well, our guest today, we are bringing in none other than the man who has, quote, been to the wreckage of the Bay Bridge. I don't know why that was his fun fact, but it was.
That's actually pretty cool.
That is.
It's pretty neat. It's a fun fact. Welcome to the show, Mr. Warm Applesauce, a.k.a. Ungoy Food Nipple. Welcome, my friend. How are you doing today?
I'm alright.
You sound like you just rolled out of bed, brother.
He's all right, guys.
Nah, just work was cold, so
Oh no.
Well, are you in warmth now?
It's been raining all day here, so
He's talking to us. Of course he's in warmth.
What if he's not?
Are you?
I'm warm. It's
Sick.
all right.
Okay.
We're getting there.
Yeah,
We're getting there. We're getting there.
we're all set.
We got a hell of a game for you, sir.
Oh yeah. You might actually have one of. I'm gonna say it's probably one of the easiest quiz shows that we've ever set up.
Oh,
Don't-
thank God.
My only hint is don't overthink it. Okay? It'll make
All right,
sense at
all
the
right.
end. I promise on God, it'll make sense.
Are we gonna clarify at the end?
No. I'm hoping it'll make sense
You'll-
for him.
Yeah, you'll know whenever you listen to the Tuesday episode tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Tracking.
You'll get it.
You just hear the boom. He just leaves the call. He's like, all right, I'm out. All right.
No, listen. Before we get started, I just gotta say it is an absolute honor to finally have you on. We've been appreciative of your username for
Oh my
months.
God, we haven't had him on.
No,
Wild.
never.
Welcome. Welcome.
I haven't been active until recently, to be honest.
Welcome.
You heard the beckoning call of please change your name back.
have you just been listening to every episode and just being like, oh, and then finally decided to join?
Yeah, pretty much. Since I started listening, like episode 10.
Oh gosh, man, you've been around for a while. Then, man, you've had to deal with us. Appreciate it,
Yeah.
We appreciate you.
especially the user.
Yeah, I've always enjoyed it though.
Yeah, you nailed
It's made work go by easier.
that. There's actually a lot of people who've said that they just listen to us at work, and that makes me really.
I've heard on the drive home from work, to work, before they go to bed, and
it's
at
like-
work.
The episode comes out perfectly when it comes out for my lunchtime, so I get to listen to it on lunch. It's perfect.
That's awesome.
We're honored.
I hope that there's no one that's ever listened while they're out on the road and James does that thing where he for all of my people operating heavy machinery and then he just screams. I hope that hasn't caused some people to go inactive in the server.
If JumperScape gets a lawsuit, we'll make an episode on it.
According to authorities, he was listening to the Library Halo Lorecast when one of the hosts shouted recklessly into the mic.
Now I'm gonna think about this all the time. Man,
One of the hosts said Dick Hammerbush for some reason, and Connor absolutely lost his shit. And my client here was sent careening off the side of the road.
I'll do it again. Do it again.
Anyway, sorry about all of that. We go on tangents. Are you ready to ready to win 500 infinite credits?
Yeah, let's give it a shot.
Do you have a plan on what you're going to use those on?
No idea. I haven't played Infinite in such a long time, so I'm honestly just gonna hoard them until I see something I want.
Sick. Sounds good. All right. Well, just to remind you of the rules, you have 2 incorrect questions that you can get. On the 3rd incorrect question, you're done. There's nothing that can save you. You do have 1 lifeline. You can ask any of the hosts that aren't me to answer this question for you. Otherwise, we like to have fun here. So just kick back, relax, and enjoy the game.
All right.
All right. So here we go. Question 1. Who invented the Halo rings? Was it Shadow Company, the SAS, or the CIA?
Can you repeat that?
Oh, brother, I think you heard us right.
Yeah, I'm
the
just
correct
saying.
answer is in there. You got to take a guess.
So who invented the Halo rings? Was it the Shadow Company, the SAS, or the CIA?
I'm just gonna go with the first one, the Shadow Company.
You did it! Good job! Perfect. I was actually that was the only one that I put in there to trip people up. So that was very good. Next up, what is Master Chief's real name? Is it John Price, Soap McTavish, or Simon Riley?
John Price.
Yeah!
Dude, you're on a
doing
roll.
good.
You're on a roll.
Technically, it's John Halo, but
That's
This
his
guy,
middle, that's his
this
middle
guy
name,
knows.
dude.
This
That's
guy
his middle name.
knows. He knows stuff.
All right, next
He
question.
knows with his nose.
What is the name of the army that the UNSC is fighting? Is it, again, the Shadow Company, the Russians, or the 141?
Shadow Company.
It's the Shadow
Again.
Company.
Oh my god, dude.
my
You're on a roll.
I mean, that was another trip, to be honest, because why would it be 2?
exactly.
Yeah.
Shadow Company twice.
Yo, the trip up there, I almost fell out of my seat because of that trip up.
Please don't follow this. These things actually cost a bit of money.
I won't.
Okay, thanks, man. Okay. Who created the Spartan program? Was it General Shepard, Sandman, or Karma?
I'm gonna say Karma.
It was Karma. I mean, honestly, it's a little bit of a giveaway because Karma is pretty much the only female character name I put in that list. But
You're having an all-time great performance on our show.
you're
Just
actually
like,
killing it.
Unstoppable.
You're actually killing
he
it.
can't be
Fear
stopped.
him in the ring.
He can't be stopped.
All right, next up, you're almost halfway through. You got this. I believe in you. 5. What parasite threatens all life in the Halo universe? Is it Nova 6, Element 115, or the Ether?
Hold on.
Yeah, what's wrong? What's up, buddy?
Element 115, Nova 6, or the Ether?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
I mean,
It is one of those.
technically, I guess it depends what universe is Call of Duty, I guess.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty
What?
Halo.
Call of
Call of
who?
Duty Halo, yeah.
Call of Duty Halo?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we were talking
Yeah.
about Call of Duty Halo 2 today.
What's Halo?
Oh, crap. Element 115. Or 115?
I'm sorry, what was it one more time?
You want to confirm that for us?
Element 115.
You got it right!
Dude,
Yes.
oh my God, he's
Good job.
twisted.
You're
He's on the right answer.
He's
Spree.
actually twisted.
I didn't expect a perfect game from this one.
No, dude, like
All right, so next up. And just a reminder, you do have a lifeline. If any of these get a little confusing, because you did seem a little tripped up from that last one. So just, if you need it, it's there for you. Okay, next. What is the name of the power weapon that can take someone out in one shot in multiplayer? Is it the Intervention, the RPG-7, or the Stakeout?
Intervention.
It's the Intervention. Oh my, that's general knowledge though. Anybody who's played that game knows.
MW2 Quickscope.
Yeah, Halo 2, yeah.
Yep.
Next up.
Halo 2.
Who was the last man on Reach? Was it Soap McTavish, Gaz, or Captain Price?
I don't know, man. I think I gotta go Gaz.
Dude,
he's on it.
were you playing this game like last night or something?
Yeah, you're like
I mean,
way too. You know
Reach
too
is the
much.
best.
That's true. Are you cheating?
Did our questions get leaked?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time, would it?
It's an inside job.
All right, you only got 3 more to go. I believe in you, dude. All right. Here we go. 8. Who destroyed the first Halo ring, Alpha Halo? Was that Makarov, Zakhaev, or Al-Assad?
I think it was Makarov.
It was at Makarov. I mean, he had that nuke, so it kind of makes sense.
It does make
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you use
why they had
context
to-
clues?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next up, and you could get these next 2 wrong and you win anyway. So if you want to use that lifeline, it's up to you, but you don't really need to anymore. Next up, who killed the Prophet of Betrayal? Was it Captain Price, Soap, or Nikolai?
James, help.
Nikolai.
It was Nikolai! Good
You're
job,
welcome, buddy.
man. Good
Okay.
job. That was a good use. That was a good use of
That
the
was
lifeline.
smart.
Yeah.
That was smart.
That was
used
smooth.
it too.
Never would have guessed Nikolai the type.
I ain't gonna lie. That's the first. I think is that the first time we've had a lifeline.
That's the first
used?
time anyone's ever used a
I was
lifeline.
expecting this one. I would like to use a lifeline. I wasn't ready for James help.
I would like to use it was just a general
Nah,
plea for
I just
help.
gotta keep you on your toes.
It's funny too. 'cause
think
he
I'm
was
always
adjusting-
ready.
He was adjusting in his seat and not like looking at his microphone at all.
I got that one crying cat meme energy out of that James.
I panicked. I heard Covenant, so I had to take a guess.
Panic.
And last but not least, this one is a little bit of a challenge. So take your time, think through this one. Who received the mark of shame? Was it Captain Price, James Burns, or Frank Woods?
Ooh, I don't know that one myself. That one's nuts.
To be fair, you don't know the answers to a lot of these.
Whoa!
Jesus.
Oh Jesus!
Let's cite quiz show last week.
Yeah, that was bad.
I did
Anyway,
good.
sorry.
I thought I held my ground.
You were saying you were thinking? My bad.
I think I'm gonna go with Frank Burns.
It was. Wait, did you say Frank Burns?
Wait.
I mean,
No, I got the names back. Yeah.
No, the shitty thing is you're technically not wrong. You're technically
I know.
not wrong because it's the same character. It's the same person.
Yeah.
that's the one thing that I did to this quiz to trip him up.
No,
a
I
little
like
bit.
that. I like
Yeah,
that one.
yeah.
When you read off the answers, I'm like, okay.
Yep. So, well, I mean, hey, congratulations.
10 out of 10?
You've actually
10 out of
gotten
10.
a perfect game.
That's the second one now.
100% perfect game. So you've earned your keep. You get your 500 credits. Congrats,
Congratulations.
dude.
You're going to Disney World on behalf of Austin.
No.
Disney.
You're going.
Yes.
We will send the trip. We will send your trip planner to your house. Austin's paid great expenses to make sure that you have a person who's going to make sure you get everything that you need on your trip. You're staying at the Grand Floridian, the most expensive hotel in Disney
Just
World.
make sure everyone in
he's
Disney
staying-
World knows
he's staying in the
sending
Disney
you.
castle.
Oh yes.
Wait,
Oh, I forgot. Yeah.
do I get to be in the Princess Castle?
Yes.
Do I get to
Yes,
sit there?
absolutely.
They're gonna have their own personal
Yes,
tour
you do.
Oh my
guide.
god.
Pay
don't
for it
get-
It's
directly.
perfect.
And you know what? We might even, if you're on good behavior,
You mean Austin might?
buy you a house in the Disney neighborhood.
I don't know, man. That's kind of scary.
I know, but hey, it's free.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not free. It's on
is
Austin's
free.
dime.
Shout out to our
free
patrons,
for
Yeah,
am I
I mean,
right?
anything on Austin's dime, I guess, right?
You'll get the deed in the mail in a couple days.
Let's go.
Yeah. Congratulations there, Mr. Applesauce.
Along
Thanks,
with
Austin.
season
I really
tickets.
appreciate it.
Don't forget the season tickets, Austin.
Yeah, Ungoy Applesauce.
Let's go. Season tickets. Yeah.
Warm.
Let's go, Yankees.
Did you say Ungoy applesauce?
Ungoy applesauce, warm food nipple. So yeah, I guess I'm getting you all of those things. I wasn't aware, but that's fine. You won, so I guess I have to follow through with that. But on the smaller end of things, 500 credits to you. Do you think you'll play Halo Infinite more to find out what you want?
Oh yeah. No, I've always been meaning to get back into it. It's hard for me to pick it up.
No, I got you. Yeah. The only way that I've really been playing Infinite is if I'm playing with some of the members in the Discord, which discord.gg/JumperScape. You can join us and hang out. Of course, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the voices
Exactly. The voices in James's head.
in James's head specifically.
Sorry, James. You have voices in your head now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Anyway,
That's fair.
Mr. Applesauce, it's been an absolute pleasure, an absolute honor, but we do have a show to wrap up, so we're going to let you go for now, but we'll see you in the Discord. Sound good?
See y'all later, guys.
Sick!
See you.
Stay,
Bye,
stay,
Sir
Applesauce.
stay warm, stay dry.
Disney.
That was a perfect cutoff. Disney.
Dude, he's hyped for Disney, man. I would be too.
Yeah, Austin, you can't disappoint.
I'm gonna.
I'm sorry. Warm applesauce we tried for you, man.
Listen,
Just be mad at Austin, not us.
He's gonna get the Disney at home experience.
I can't believe Austin's backing out of his promises like this.
guys, okay, listen. We have to burn through this. We're already going to be running out of time here soon. So let's
Let's burn through it then.
Yep. Okay, so we got reviews.
Reviews.
Reviews on Apple
Reviews.
Podcasts. We get those there.
We enjoy all of your reviews.
We read them out loud, just like right now. Ungoy Food Nipple, the guy who was just on, left us a review saying, "Keep it up. I've been listening since the first 10 episodes. I joined the Discord around episode 15. I enjoy what you guys do. Just keep on pumping out good content. You got it.
What a guy.
We got this."
Should we have read that while he was here?
Nah.
Okay.
I think it's two emojis, a clap emoji, and then like a confused emoji. That's kind of weird. I don't know what I actually down here. It looks like a clap and then a confused face.
It's like a thinking face.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's pondering.
Anyway, let me out. This show has gotten me through my stay in Shane's garage. However, I'd like to be let out. It's getting stuffy in here, and I'm running low on moldy casserole leftovers from the garage fridge. Thanks in advance, smiley face.
Shane, you have something to tell us
Oh.
about?
I know who wrote it. During the stream last night, someone kept talking about being stuck in Shane's garage. It was Mr. Tom Cruise / Ethan / Ba.
/ Jeremy.
All right, well, now
Jeremy.
well, he's staying put.
By the way, for anyone who watches those streams and such, you can find a playlist on our YouTube channel that has all of our past live streams. They're just not public, so that they're not flooding our feed. So you just go in there. There's a playlist for it that
He
you
has
can
all of
find
our
as public.
past lives.
Yeah. Anyway, next one. Clodocat83 says, "Great Lorecast. Great Lorecast, guys. Also, if you search Halo on Apple Podcasts right now, you guys are the top result."
Ooh.
That does things to me.
That does things to Shane. Wow.
Huffy1221 says, "Lactating podcast, ? As a guy who loves Halo but was not super into the lore, this show is perfect for reigniting my love for Halo. The banter among the hosts is great and will make you feel like you're back in an Xbox party with your buddies. The show is a great and fun way to learn the lore and offers a great community to talk Halo with." True. The Russian Halo Wolf says, help. Hey, Shane kidnapped me and I can't leave. Someone say, where is this coming from?
Where is this coming from?
Shane. Okay, maybe this was. I don't know which one is who's who now.
The pizza level.
Why didn't you message me saying this was happening?
The pizza leftovers are
I
terrible.
was too busy trying to not let Freddy Fazbear into my office.
Okay.
The
fair
pizza
enough.
leftovers are terrible, and I don't know what was left over and what the leftover meat was. Shane! Exclamation! 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 So you have two people in your garage.
Are these reviews or just people
These are
crying
reviews
for help?
There's got to be reviews of some sort. Poop guy 201 said. Poop guy.
I'm sure that one wasn't taken.
What's that video that we just referenced? Just
The master of poop.
That's who I am.
So help me God. If
The
there's
master of poop. That's who I am.
Sir, finishing this fight. The Library and Tarkov are my favorite podcasts to date. You guys do a fantastic job of explaining the lore in a fun way.
Yeah,
Keep up
we
the good
do.
work. I look forward to the future of your podcasts. Me too.
We like to have fun here.
We like to have
we
fun
do
here.
like to have fun here.
We do like to have fun here.
Mass
James.
Z664 says the best set of friends with a show you could ask for. You can ask for it.
I mean, you can ask
you
for it.
really could ask for
Yeah,
it.
you could.
Yeah, I mean, if you asked, we were going to provide anyways.
Even if you didn't ask. I mean, technically nobody asked, but we
Everyone
did it
in,
anyway.
in the server could just say, "But did I ask?" And we would get it.
Yeah, no,
You know?
100%. Like, no, I guess not. But you know what? Here we are.
I found you guys with Tarkov, and I wanted more content, and found the library. And after that, I'm annoyed. I annoyed you all with my constant lore corrections comments on YouTube. But this show is fantastic to learn about Halo from friends. You'll immediately feel welcomed and a part of the group, and you are. Thank you guys for being a fantastic listen and great friends to add along. And it's from Patreon member Mass the Merc.
Thank
Love
you.
him. Daniel Dumpweed says, favorite podcast. Yo, I normally listen to y'all on Spotify, but came to Apple just to leave a review. Oh, that's very kind of you, dude. And
like
say,
you.
y'all
Thank you.
have helped my overnight shifts better. See, again, more work stuff.
Aw.
And overnight shifts better and help me get more into my favorite series. I love the show and Room 237 and the community you guys have built and I've listened since episode 10. Keep up the great work, lads. Much love from Texas.
Oh my
Hey, James.
are from Texas.
Texas.
Say thank you.
Thank you.
They gave appreciation to Room 237.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading something else.
What a
on
piece of
our
garbage.
page.
This guy.
Hey, I'll prove it. I'll prove it.
James doesn't care about his fans.
prove
Get a load
Like-
of this guy.
I was looking at stuff.
He's
Sorry.
reading
He
reviews.
doesn't even have his phone in his hand.
I was trying to find an older review. Can you just read it to me again so I can show love?
Yes. Yo, I normally listen to y'all on Spotify, but came to Apple just to leave a review and say y'all have helped my overnight shifts better and helped me get more into my favorite series. I love the show and Room 237. I'll leave it there.
Wait, speaking of Room 237, did the Babadook episode come out yet?
Yep.
Sick.
Yep. Been out for 2 weeks.
For
2 weeks.
I just wanted to see some reactions on the episode.
That's the thing. There's a lot of conversation that still has to get sparked. People, there's got to be more to listening. There's got to be more people getting into that show.
Got more time's got to go by. More time's got to go by.
Anyway, lastly, from J4177 from Disciple of Lactation. This show is amazing. Brings me back to my childhood playing Halo with all my close friends. It's nice to see a close group of friends breathing life back into Halo. Keep up the work. Why did you got to be doing that? You may start a fire that makes Halo great again. I will not take responsibility for that.
There is so many other people. I mean, I will gladly contribute, but there's so many other content creators that have been have been keeping the franchise afloat.
To be fair, though, I had a conversation with someone recently.
Whomst.
Someone. And having this conversation, it basically went in the direction of way too many Halo YouTubers right now are doomers for life. They're always talking about the worst things going on in Halo.
So like 90% of the content creators in Halo.
Exactly. That's the unfortunate part. Even
Yeah.
when Halo is doing good, even when it does something good.
Good. Yeah.
It's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that Halo is doing this right now.
I wonder who you're taking shots at.
Hey there, Halo fans. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with our friends right after these messages.
Who did that sound like?
I don't
Come
know. I was
on.
just pulling out a
Come
random
on.
voice.
You know who did that sound
I'm not gonna
like?
lie. I just pulled out a random voice. Who am
You
I?
know.
But no, that like in that conversation, it was like we are the guys who talk positively. We try to be lights. You know what I'm saying?
We do.
So yeah, but thank
Even
you all
when
for
we
those.
aren't.
Yeah,
We always give. I think the thing
We're
is, even
fair.
when we're being negative, we give benefit of the doubt. That's the
yeah,
difference.
we're like this sucks, but it
It's our
could be
curse.
better, and also it's not their fault entirely. We're usually like that. But still, thank you all so much for those reviews. It's great to get to see what you guys think, and it actually genuinely does encourage us quite a bit because we're still youthful, we're still young, in our prime, kind of.
Some of us.
So now that we've gotten the reviews out of the way, now it's on to the patron list.
Read them out.
I'm gonna try. You know how difficult it gets sometimes. 25330192219. Jacob Adlam, the Library Cult of Lactation member. Huh?
What was up with the scream?
Oh, that was a Patreon name.
Was it
Was
just
it really?
A all caps?
Yep. And the numbers. The Library Cult of Lactation member 69, aka Lactating Snake Nipples, Dark Salad 42, Cyan Esports. Thank you guys for the support. You guys are dope. I love Cyan Esports. Dick Hammer Bush. Halo the guy, Hounds of Meath, It's Default 456, Lactating Spartan 1337, Lactating Gator, Mr. Shifter, James Zealot, Spartan Dave, Cool Hammer Bush. What? Hold on, is that the same guy? Give me 1 second. Hold on. It's not. It's just Cool Hammerbush. There's a different guy entirely.
Did he say cooler Hammerbush?
No, just Cool Hammerbush.
Okay, about to say no one's cooler than the Dick Hammerbush.
Hey, James, your mic isn't working. Kyle Hooley, Mo Maggot Yolin.
Oh, no, he wasn't here.
He's not here for that.
Keep
You
that name for
missed.
next week.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Mo Maggot Yolin, Spartan Nabucco G156, Vermin, Addy Criminal, Connor Clark, Dylan, Lactating Milk MT, Mass the Merc 664, Perplex Panic 1, the freaking Batman, the Lactation of Mercy, Brennan Pfeiffer, Sky Cairo, Eliza, Jake O'Malley, Keith G077, Oddball here, Tyson, Rue 88, Aussie ODST, Connor, I'm in your walls and I've kidnapped Austin's Ongoy child. Connor, what?
What? What?
I had a child with my Ongoy wife.
I guess I kidnapped you both.
Okay.
Okay.
Connor's Johannes side piece.
Wait. What? Say that again.
Connor's Johannes side piece.
Okay.
That's a brute. If
That's
you
a
didn't know
brute.
that, that's a scientific name for a brute.
Damian Groth, Dr. Lactator, Drew Ledbetter, Face McShooty, Zealot, Wart, Ginger Boy Head Ass, Hayden Hamilton, Lactating Snake Nipples, Pity 104, Shane's Garage Resident, The Goob, Tyler Neal, Wraith, X3chian, Zengil. Fun fact: in 1396, a pig was sentenced to execution by public hanging in France. Gareth
Not even a name, just a fact.
Bro's gonna come in with a new fact every week. Oh my god!
Garrus Vicarian Iskari, Keegan, Ungoy Food Nipple, and last but not least, Donald Atwood.
The most normal name in the entire list. I was expecting some off the wall shit, but no.
Nope.
Donald is on the wall.
Thank you guys so much for your support.
Thank you,
It's been
gentlemen.
absolutely fantastic. It's been an absolute honor and a half. Now, we only have a short time for Q&A today, so we're just going to skip to that real fast. You see, we had something scheduled to do after we were done with the show, and we are cutting into that time. So we have to get this all wrapped. So let me just get to this. By the way, if you weren't here on Monday for April Fool's, you missed out on some entertaining moments, my friend. Everyone was named the Don. We were part of JumperScape. And yeah. It was great.
It was epic.
So, first question is from the Don.
Huh?
Austin, James, Shane, Connor. Sorry for mentioning you last, lol. What is y'all's take on the Ooh Woo Gravemind video where it sounds like an anime girl? Have you guys seen that?
I have not.
I want to see it.
Can we watch it real quick?
Yeah, hold on. You don't need to watch it. It's just the scene from Halo 2, but
Talk, and I have listened. To walk.
I've heard
and
enough.
metal twine.
I've heard enough.
Now I shall talk, and who shall listen?
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of installation 05.
And it just continues from there.
Okay, yeah, I got the message. I never want to listen to that again. Please don't ever talk about it.
Yeah, I watch a little anime here and there, and that made me uncomfortable.
Now, James isn't here for this question, but a question from the Don. I'm just gonna skip the James portion of it because he's asking about what does he think about the Sang Healy in the TV show. But is he rushing over here?
We have a question for you.
Yeah,
For you?
get down here.
Did you get it on the TV?
I can't find it yet because it's not on yet.
Okay. This question is for James. What do you think of the Sang Healy in the Halo TV show? Do you think their looks and do you like their looks and how they behave? What do you think about their cloaking devices and their swords? I personally think they look okay. Wish they looked more like Halo 3 elites, but still not bad looking.
Okay, season 1, hot garbage. They looked like beetles. I hated it. Season 2, much better. Much better. I think way too many of them have swords. Swords
Every single one of them
are not supposed to be a thing that they all have.
Isn't it like a status thing? Isn't the
Yes.
sword
Yeah.
like a status?
Yeah.
Like your average elite miner is not
Isn't
going
going
to
to have one.
It's sort of like how swords were used as status in all wars before the 1900s, basically.
But the swords looked cool. The armor looked weirdly Arbiter-like, but I still liked it. And in terms of behavior, it was pretty fair, pretty on brand. They weren't as graceful as I thought they should be.
Yeah.
Except the Arbiter in the show, he was really cool,
That last fight scene was sick.
and I'm sad he's dead.
Yeah.
But that leaves room for a new Arbiter, probably in season 4. There is one.
Are all the episodes
Okay,
out?
there's
for
my
season-
answer.
Yes.
I am gonna go back to working on trying to get the TV.
Good. Go
working.
for it. Connor, the same question goes for you, but Brutes. If you saw the show,
I was waiting for all the episodes to come out to watch it with my dad.
they're all out.
I'm gonna have to tell him about
They've
that.
been all out for 2 weeks.
Well,
I'm kind of just going to back up what James said. I think they've done a positive thing in terms of art style from season 1.
Yeah. Another question from the Don asks, there is a Major League Baseball player who, as a pregame snack, would make mayonnaise sandwich with glazed donuts as the bread. In your opinion, is this worse than the salt on pancakes?
Yes.
No!
That's definitely worse.
It's worse than the salt
That
on
is
the
worse
pancakes.
on, yes. 100%.
Definitely worse.
yeah, that's definitely worse.
100%.
I'm telling you, a little bit of maple syrup and a touch of salt.
Stop trying to
dude.
double down
Hard.
on it. Stop.
Someone try it out and back me up here.
The Don asks, what is the most weird... Stop! What is the most weirdly specific piece of lore or weirdly specific backstory in the Halo universe that you know?
For me, it's got to be how the Spartans get relieved in the heat of battle and how they go to the bathroom in their suits.
Okay, so the first one is just a meme. It doesn't
That was a
happen that
meme.
way.
Oh, it was?
Yes, they don't. Their suit doesn't jerk them off.
Hey, it's the future. It's pretty far out there. You never know.
The second one, you're correct, though. They're
Yes.
catheterized to high hell.
First one was pretty cool.
Mine is probably the elite that was hunting Master Chief all through Combat Evolved.
That's a good one. That's a good little tidbit.
Yes, it makes the game a game that is, as much as I love CE, like how dated it is, it adds a little bit of lore and backstory. It feels like there's more going on. That's one of my favorites.
The last question for today is also my weirdly specific thing is the fact that the first casualty of the Human Covenant War was a Huragok throwing a rock through a random dude's head.
I think you told me about that. Oh my
Yes.
god, I forgot all about that. Is actually great.
And lastly, from the Don, saying Healy, Kigyar, and Ungoy lay eggs. Knowing this, which of the 3 eggs would you try for breakfast?
Kigyarkas are most like chickens, I guess.
Yeah. No, I'm going with the Kigyar too. I would feel bad for the Ungoy, and I think saying Healy eggs would just be gross.
That'd scare me.
Yeah. I don't want to imagine.
I go
Healy laying
Kigyar
eggs.
just because I could trick myself and like, oh, it's just a chicken. It's a space chicken.
Just a little chicken.
It's just a space chicken.
Oh gosh, Connor, what about you?
Space chicken.
Yep, we're all going Kigyar. Thank you so much for listening. We got to rush out the door for this one, but we hope that you enjoyed this very fun April Fool's week. And next week, we're going to get back to our regularly scheduled program with Halo 2, baby. So we'll have a great time with that. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you guys have a good time
Thank
the rest
you
of your
all
week.
so much.
Bye.
You're all awesome.
The library was produced and published by JumperScape Audio. Funding was provided by our fantastic patrons on Patreon. If you enjoy the show and wish to support JumperScape's future projects or get some sweet benefits, join our Patreon at patreon.com/JumperScape or become part of this truly special community at discord.gg/JumperScape. Thank you for your listenership, and we hope you enjoyed.